What's up, party people? Vincent Chan here, and in this video we're going over the top 4 online jobs for teenagers in 2020. And no, don't worry, we're not going over jobs where you fill out 20 surveys for 1 cent or you watch a 5-hour-long video for 20 cents. In this video we're going to be talking about legit only jobs where you can actually make cold hard cash for doing real stuff. Now the jobs that I give are going to be fantastic for both introverts and extroverts. Some of the jobs are going to be having conversations with other people or recording your voice, whereas the other jobs is going to be behind a computer screen. You can work as long as you want without anyone bothering you. And if these sound like really fantastic opportunities, then make sure you watch until the end of the video where I talk about a job that can give you $1,500 every single month. The only requirements is that you need a computer and an internet connection, and that's it. So if you're interested and you want to get started, why don't you throw me a like down below, because it really supports my channel and being able to create these videos for you, as well as, you know, subscribe. Throw me a subscribe button if you want to see more tips on how you could be making money. And without further ado, let's get started. Whoosh. Now the first job, one of the only qualifications is that you need to be able to speak English. And if I'm imagining correctly, if you're watching this video, then you can understand, and as well as you can speak English and you can carry a conversation on with that. And by just speaking English and having a computer and an online internet connection, you can actually be earning $10.20 per hour. This online website is called Cambly, and essentially it's an English tutoring online site. And don't worry, you don't need a teacher certification or any type of degree in order to qualify. Like I said earlier, the only qualification is that you need to speak English. So you're probably wondering, what is Cambly? What do you do for Cambly? And essentially what it is you are becoming an English tutor. And I'm not talking about any grammatical stuff or anything like that. For example, if I'm outside of the United States in a non-English speaking country, and if I want to be able to practice my English with someone, then I would sign up for Cambly. And Cambly, this website will match me with someone who is fluent in English. And we would just have a conversation online, on webcam, and allow me to be able to practice my English with you. And it's a really interesting job, mainly because you are connected with people from around the entire world, with different cultures, with different languages, different personalities. And it's really exciting because you actually get to learn some really cool factual information about someone else's culture, about their tradition, about the places that they live. And especially during the quarantine right now, it's really important if you miss traveling, if you miss meeting people, because this is a great opportunity for you to sort of travel from within your home just through webcam and being able to learn and speak with other people from different countries. And what makes Cambly really exciting is that there's always going to be an opening for you to actually tutor someone, because when it's nighttime for you, it's going to be morning for someone else. When it's morning for you, then it's going to be nighttime for someone else, since it essentially carries presence in the entire globe. So anyone on the planet can be actively using it at any time. It's a very reliable payout source. You get paid every single Monday through PayPal. So there's nothing to be worried about in terms of this being a sketchy or a scam or anything like that. Now, let's say you're not comfortable having a conversation with strangers online over the internet. That's completely fine. My next recommendation that can earn you $10 for every review session that you do is called Try My UI. Now, what a review session consists of and what is a UI is basically user interface, and you are reviewing web developers or app developers, their websites and their applications, and specifically focusing on how usable it is for the user experience. So what you do is you get access to this very, very exclusive pre-launch website or application, and you play around with it. And while you're playing around with it, you're going to be recording your voice, you're going to be taking notes and playing around with it in real time. You're going to be voicing your frustrations, what you really enjoyed about the app or the website, what you didn't like, as well as what you definitely should keep. And essentially, you are being paid to review something. So if you ever posted a review on Yelp and said, "This restaurant tastes terrible, the service is horrendous, and I wish they stopped putting so much ice in my Coke," then you can carry over your expertise in Yelp reviews and Google reviews and be able to do that to a website and to be able to do that to an application and still get paid cold hard cash for that. Now, in terms of how much you get paid, like I mentioned, it's about $10 per review session. A review session takes about 20 minutes. So theoretically, if you have 3 review sessions lined up back to back, you could be making $60 per hour. And in terms of actual payment, you get paid every single Friday via PayPal, and similar to Cambly, it's a very reliable payment experience. Before I get into my next recommendations, leave a comment down below. The question of the day is, what are you trying to buy in 2020? My next recommendation is perfect for you if the first 2 jobs weren't appealing, because you don't want to have a face-to-face conversation with a random stranger, or if you don't want to have your live reaction recorded, recorded via voice and you actually just want to be doing something behind the screen and not really interacting with someone. My next recommendation is called GoTranscript. GoTranscript allows you to earn $1,215 every single month. And GoTranscript is a pretty simple concept. So imagine I would hire you as a person who is watching this video, and essentially what you are doing is trying to transcribe everything that I'm saying. So for example, if I give you my audio file of just this video, you would try to type out sentence by sentence, word by word of what I am saying. You don't have to interact with other people. It's completely up to you. Whenever there is a job posting, you can feel free to grab it. My next recommendation is called Rev, and Rev is sort of like an online job marketplace that focuses on translation and transcribing and other stuff like that. But the creme de la creme, or the cherry on top, or whatever your cultural phrases or terminology is going to be the captioning service. The captioning service actually allows you the opportunity to earn $1,500 every single month. And essentially what you do as a captioner is, if you ever watched a Netflix video, or if you've ever watched a YouTube video and you turned on those subtitles, see on that screen down below, it's basically voicing. That is essentially the job of a captioner. You're trying to transcribe their message and voice out what they're saying, but also being able to match it with when their mouth is moving so it doesn't seem out of sync. So Rev and GoTranscript are really great opportunities for people who maybe don't want to interact with others, or they want to stay more focused on just a computer and just being behind a screen and being able to work as many hours as they can. If you're interested in making money while you sleep, check out my savings video over here, where essentially what you do is you're parking your money in a savings account that brings you 6.17% APY. So if you imagine it, if you put $1,000 in your savings account, you get $61.70 in a year. Compared to the traditional savings rate, you're making significantly more, probably 60 times more than national average.